Thanks for hitting the rewind button with us tonight. We're talking Halloween. It's hard to believe that it's just, let's say, a few weeks away.
Oh yeah, we're already over halfway to Halloween right now, so we're already having our eyes on the horizon for the upcoming season and preparing with our favorite things to decorate the house and kind of get into the spirit. And
decorate the toy shelf. It's always Halloween in our hearts. And I recently got an eBay haul with the 1995 set of Happy Meal McDonald Land character toys.
I just love Halloween.
Mono, what's my costume?
Well, we already have a daddy, so how about a mummy?
Where's your costume, Ronald?
What am I going to be for Halloween?
Yo, Ronnie, how about a clown?
What's frightfully fun at McDonald's? 4 McDonald Land friends with clip-on costumes and 4 McDonald Land tapes. I like to scare myself. 8 to collect. One with each Happy Meal you buy. Happy Halloween.
I remember the commercials and how fun they were, because the commercials were actually showcasing the live-action characters in the costumes they wear as the toys. Yeah. And I am a fan of these toys as well, because these, I think, are the best representations of the McDonald characters that you could have gotten at the time, and can still get to this day, really. You know, because while there were some McDonald's dolls and action figures that may come out over the decades, these I thought were just perfect because they were just the little PVCs that were the characters.
And with
the way you always see them. Well, the costume is separate though. The costume you can take off of them. So if you want them wearing the costume, put it on.
Yeah.
If you want them out of the costume, then you have a perfect set of Birdie and Grimace and Hamburglar and Ronald that you can have on your shelf. That's totally separate from Halloween if you want them for any other reason than Halloween.
That's true. They are a year-round commodity. I think they did a really good job with the commercial too, just making it really fun. And McDonald's always made Halloween fun, whether it was the Boo Buckets, the McNugget Buddies, or any of the other promotions that they've done over the years. You always knew you were going to have a good time around Halloween with McDonald's and Happy Meals.
Great costumes, everybody.
What are you going to be, Ronald?
Well, I could be a goldfish in a goldfish bowl. A chocolate-covered marshmallow. That's silly. Oh, what am I gonna be? For Halloween. The twins?
What do you want, Ronald?
A Halloween costume. Nice choice.
And you big copycat.
Ronald makes it magic.
Well, they had a lot of competition too with the Burger King, Simpsons Halloween lines, because those were the other ones we would collect big time.
Yes, the Burger King. I think those were a little later on, early 2000s. I think when the Simpsons.
You may be right. You may be right.
The Simpsons are back haunting Burger King. Now, in every big kids meal, you can get a Simpsons creepy classic. Each has a kooky, spooky scream. You can collect all 10 if you dare.
Fun toys, and I guess let's just see what we have inside here. So
let's tear into it. Use them bear claws.
Use them bear claws. I got the scissors here. I'm going to kind of gracefully, if there is such a thing with me, kind of cut this open. And then we'll just kind of see what's inside.
So now you said that these are still mint in the original plastic bag that they came in, correct?
Correct. They're supposed to be mint in package. Okay, so we have some bubble wrap. We'll set that aside.
So then you're willing to decrease the value of this complete collection of in the plastic.
Oh yeah, because these are not leaving my toy shelf. So here's what we have here. We have a plastic bag with some handwritten, a handwritten label that says what I'm going to be for Halloween. And it's got a $15 price tag on there. That is not what I paid.
I wasn't going to say anything. but you still, I think you said you got this for 20?
Yeah, about 20
is a fantastic price.
Yeah. And so it comes with remember you could get action figures or tapes. So it comes with all 4 tapes that were part of that promotion.
See, this I did not remember.
I vaguely remember it, and I only remember that Grimace had his own song. And that's on this Scary Sound Effects tape. It's number 4 in the set. And the song is, I Like to Scare Myself.
I like to scare myself.
8 to collect.
See, now that strikes me strange. Why? So you say there's one Halloween audio cassette tape. What are the other titles? What are the other ones?
Let's take a look. Tape number 1 is Ronald Makes It Magic. Magical radio.
Okay.
Side A is Look What's on the Radio, and then side B is Ronald Makes It Magic. So it's like cassette singles.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Travel Tunes. Again, this is McDonald's Magical Radio. So there are 2 songs on this one. One is Magic Funmobile, and then side B, this is a mouthful, Putt Putt Chug-a-Lug. No, I'm sorry.
No.
Putt
Putt, chug-a-chug, clank, clank, squeak.
Yeah. So yeah. Putt Putt Chug-a-chug, clank, clank, squeak. That had to have won a Grammy Award. I'm surprised we've never heard of it before right now with a title like that. Number 3, Silly Sing-Alongs. The titles for this are What Am I Going to Be for Halloween? Okay, so this must be from the commercial.
Oh, what am I gonna be for Halloween? The twins?
I'm down with this. And then side B, Abba Dabba Honeymoon.
God, honeymoon seems like a pretty adult subject for kids to
It does. Was there
enjoy.
was there a Ronald wedding commercial?
Did he and Birdie have a relationship that we didn't know about?
I don't know. That sounds weird, but maybe.
But see, that's my point. So that's really weird. So you got 4 tapes here being given out with Halloween-themed toys, and only 1.5 of them
Or Halloween.
are Halloween.
It must have been a promotion they were going to do for a while, and then just like, let's throw them in with the Halloween stuff. You know the kids are going to be out getting the Halloween Happy Meals, because they also came with cool packaging. I don't have the packaging, but I believe, if I remember correctly...
Now, first off, do you have... I mean, I know these are on YouTube. Almost anything McDonald that was audio or music or videotapes is on YouTube right now, but do you have a audio tape player?
I do. I'll have to pull it out of the closet just so we can listen to these tapes and see what kind of magic there is on McDonald's.
So if you have that, then you must have a VCR too.
Unfortunately, no.
Well, we need to help each other out because I have a VCR and you have a tape, audio cassette tape player. So we need to
little trade off in the works. Yeah.
We need to help each other out with that.
I think we can work that out. I know where you live. You know where I live.
So what are you pulling out first?
Let's see. We're just going to take what's first. Okay. This is the Grimace figure and accessories. It's got a number 6 on it.
I was going to say, so the tapes are labeled.
Yep.
The tapes are 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe the figures are 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's find out. So that's number 6. Let's pull out the next one from this bag here. This is Birdie figurine, number 8. Yeah, you might be right. So there's Birdie with her costume. We'll take a closer look at her in a moment. We have Ronald. And yeah, they didn't show this in the commercial, but he's got the Frankenstein outfit that he...
Well, it was in the commercial.
Yeah, but not in the one that actually showed you the toys, the half-length commercial.
Oh, I see.
Where they just showed you'd get Ronald, but you get Ronald in his costume. He's number 7. So yeah, let's see. Hamburglar is next. Number 5, you called it, 1 through 8. Hamburglar with his, I think, spider costume?
It's like a bat spider costume. Yeah, it's a little bizarre.
Bat spider combination. We'll open those.
I think it says on the bag, maybe?
No, it doesn't. It just says Hamburglar. Not. And then it also came with the under 3 toy. It doesn't have a number on it, so it's just the toy that they give kids under 3 that I guess they're not supposed to be able to choke on. We'll open that up too.
I've never seen this.
I have not either.
Is it squishy or is it just hard plastic?
It's a hard plastic toy.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it says Grimace on it, so I guess Grimace is involved somehow. That'll be interesting to open up and see what's in there.
Huh.
So you ready to open these up and see what kind of magic?
Yeah, let's open the Grimace for one first. I want to see the...
Sure. We're going to cut into these and see what's inside. So we're going to start with this Grimace under 3 toy that we're both interested in.
Yeah, because I was not even aware of this.
I've heard of the under 3 toys that they gave out. I don't think I ever asked for one or received one.
So there's a
little button.
Yeah, you poke your thumb up there to make Grimace come out?
Oh, it's a pop-up.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Just pops down, pops up. I'm a fan.
Yeah, so definitely not absolutely necessary if you're someone who only cares about having one Grimace out of the line, but that's certainly a fun little addition to the collection that you just didn't know about.
I remember going twice in 1995 and getting the Grimace both times. I think I was really wanting the Ronald because I don't think I had seen the second commercial yet to know what he was going to be. What should we open next?
Well, we're already on the Grimace train. Let's
keep going down the Grimace train. All right. Trying to be graceful with this, so if I want to keep the packaging.
And for anybody who actually is wondering if we are criminals for decreasing the value of these toys, surprisingly, at least to my knowledge, a lot of these fast food toys aren't really worth a whole lot.
Right.
I don't know if it's because they made so many and so many are out there in the wild, but these are usually things you would see in the freebie bins at toy conventions, toy stores.
Yeah, they're worth something to me, especially since they're, when you get them in package, they don't have the blemishes and the scratches, hopefully, that you'll see when they're open. So we have Grimace here, our favorite purple guy, and his ghost costume. The ghost costume breaks apart, and then Grimace goes inside. And yeah, I remember getting this guy twice. Oh, well. Trying to make a ghost of him again, I guess.
I was just trying to see what was on the back. Nice little sculpt of a patch right there.
That's a nice little fun character trait, a little piece of personality that I don't think I appreciated when I was a kid.
All right, well, let's go with everybody's other big time favorite character out of these mascots, and that would be the Hamburglar.
Let's do it. Everyone's favorite villain, I guess. Is he everyone's favorite villain?
I don't really think of him much as a villain, maybe an annoyance. Even though he was portrayed as a villain back in the day for Ronald, but they eventually made him more of an ally of his.
So there we go. The paint's not fantastic on here, but it is 30 years old, and yeah, literally 30 years old this year. But it still looks pretty good. I mean, considering somebody probably had to hand paint 1,000 of these a day in whatever sweatshop they were made in, unfortunately. And here we have his outfit. You're right. It's kind of
like a bat spider kind of.
Bat spider hybrid. Let's cut that open and see what's in there.
Yeah, so again, when it comes to the value of fast food toys, I think the only ones that I've seen that were ever more than let's say $20 at most might be like the roundabout highest price I would see for fast food on it, depending on what it is, like a Burger King Simpsons character. The Australia McNuggets.
Yeah.
There's like a Halloween line of Australia McNuggets that glow in the dark.
Yes.
And I know that those go for pretty high. Those are like $50 or more each.
I think they're one of the newer lines of McNugget Buddies toys too, but yeah, they were exclusive to Australia. I picked up. We'll save Ronald for last. Let's go Birdie.
Yeah, let's go Birdie.
Let's go Birdie. I remember her she was the pumpkin character, kind of like this Grimace guy, right?
Yeah. So that 3-year-old and under toy, that's basically combining Birdie with Grimace.
So there we have Birdie. We'll set her down there. Good sculpt of Birdie. Paint's nice and clean.
But you see what I mean now about if you're not a fan of them as Halloween characters, you take the costumes off and you have a great line
of just toys to have on the shelf.
Toys to have of the characters, yeah.
All right. So here is Birdie's outfit here. So here's the back with the pumpkin head. So it's kind of like two jack-o'-lanterns stacked on top of each other. This one will go behind her, and her head fits nicely in there. And then we'll connect these two pieces.
Always equated Birdie with whatever that bird character was from Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
There was that white bird in the purple dress from Chuck E. Cheese.
I can see it, but I can't remember the name of the character.
Yeah, I can't either.
But Birdie she got better in like the late 80s and 90s when those early commercials of Birdie, she was kind of annoying, but then she kind of grows on you over the years. They got a new voice
I think by
actor.
the 90s, a lot of the characters got a lot more
personable.
or less creepy looking
Yeah.
and less annoying. Like the Hamburglar wasn't always the friendliest looking character.
But then they had it down to a science, though, and it was just a fun thing to watch, especially with like around Halloween and Christmas when the holidays came around. So here we have Ronald. Good paint job on Ronald. Everything is nice and clean, nothing scratched up. He looks, I guess, about as well as a clown.
Looks like he's being crucified.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
He just wants a hug.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Actually, I guess technically they all look like they want hugs.
Well, they do. It's Halloween. You know, everybody wants a little recognition.
Yeah,
on
trick or treat or
Halloween.
hug.
Trick or treat or hug, maybe both. So here's the two pieces of Ronald's. Hopefully we can see him there. Let's move things back just a little. I can't see what the camera's seeing, so I'm just guesstimating that we're seeing Ronald there in his outfit. I like the colors of this. It's so bright.
And simple but effective.
It's simple but effective, yeah. So there's Ronald as Frankenstein. Now, honestly, with all the characters, I think Ronald might be the only one I would display without his costume on, because there we go. Yeah, get a look at all the tapes too. The scary sound effects, travel tunes. Ronald makes it magic and silly sing along. Yeah.
I think it's a great line. I have this line myself in my collection. I highly enjoy it. I have it up year-round in my little haunted house of a display for monsters of different toy lines.
Can't have too many monsters.
Nope.
All right, so the McDonald's character Halloween Happy Meal toy line from 1995. You said it's a part of your collection. I'm now proud to say that it is a part of my collection. Do you have a favorite character from this line?
Out of these, I do like the Ronald the most as Frankenstein. You can't go wrong there.
Yeah.
I like the Hamburglar without the costume, but with the costume, it's just kind of so bizarre.
Yeah, it's weird. So if you haven't seen it, he's like half bat, half spider.
Well, we say half spider. Okay, so it's like he has the bat wings, and then it's like he has a fuzzy belly, which you could say is a spider or a bat. But then what brings the spider thing in more is that he just has a giant spider sculpted on the chest. And the more I think about it, is this...
Maybe it's just on the bat.
I was just now realizing maybe it's not so much a decoration. Maybe it's just a literal spider that's just on his stomach, like as an additional character on the costume. Because that actually would make sense now, but still a weird sculpt. Because you would think they would do it anywhere but in the place where it would be like an emblem, like the Superman S or the bat signal on the chest.
Signifying what this thing is supposed to be. Who knows? This is the 90s. This is a wild time. Birdie in her pumpkin jack-o'-lantern outfit. I almost wish they would have painted a little bit inside the jack-o'-lantern, just a little bit, to give it a little more of a touch.
Well, we got to save cost and colors.
That's true. They did a great paint job on the actual characters inside the costume, so I guess you got to cut them a little slack. And then, of course, we have Grimace, everybody's favorite purple guy, as a ghost, and then the little character touch with the patch on the back of
patch over his butthole so he can go to the bathroom in this costume.
I guess it's like one of those, in cartoons when they would have the little butt flap
The butt
drawn.
flap and the long johns, yeah.
Yeah, that for some reason the characters would always have unbuttoned or unfastened in the cartoons. It was always a weird choice. And then you have the other Grimace, the 3 and under toy. That's a little pop-up Grimace where you just kind of pop him up and he's kind of playing pumpkin peekaboo, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, that is still so wild that I never knew of this until now. So that's wild. I don't think I want to add it to my collection because I already have a Grimace for Halloween. But still, I mean, that's pretty cool looking. Just
as a standalone piece, it's pretty neat just to have him look at with Grimace poking out of a jack-o'-lantern. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
It would definitely go along with, do you remember after this line, I think it was, there was another line of McDonald's Halloween toys where it was more like faces.
Yes.
It wasn't like full-blown characters, but it was just kind of like almost bust of characters. I think it was Birdie and the McNugget with a skeleton mask you flip up. The I Am Hungry monster with another Halloween mask that flipped up.
If I remember, they came with a pack of nerds, right? And you could put nerds.
Yeah, there was like candy or something you could put in them that would come out of the mouth or something.
Yeah.
But this, if you have that line and you don't have a Grimace, which I don't think there was one with that, that'd make a great addition along with those characters, I think.
From McDonald's come haunting characters, making spine-tingling sounds. Will Halloween be safe from these candy holders? Probably not. One McDonald and character and Nerds candy in each Happy Meal you buy.
Did somebody say
McDonald's?
Super excited to have these to add to the collection, and one day soon we'll have to pull out that tape player and see what's on these McDonald cassette tapes. That'll be another little side quest for us down the line. But
Yeah, we'll just have to jam out to that in our next toy convention we go to.
there we go. A little road trip music. If we can find a cassette player to actually play in the car, which might be difficult.
You got access to a truck that can play some cassettes.
You're right. I don't know if that would be fun to drive to a toy convention, but we might be able to make it work.
Yeah.
So, if you're looking forward to Halloween, we've got a lot more Halloween fun as we move even closer to Halloween. Dan, thanks for hitting the rewind button with me tonight and reliving some old Happy Meal toys. We'll see you next time.